My name is Liezl from Liezl Books, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, romancy, paranormal, fantasy, any kind of book in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. Posting videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in today's video, I'm going to recommend to you some of my favorite romance duets for Pride Month.
Where there's a will, and if there's a way.
The first two books in Jessie Walker's Shilohverse universe. I have mentioned these books countless times on my channel, and I will continue to mention these books as long as I have this channel, because I love Will and Way so much. When Where There's a Will, book 1, we're following Will and Way, or childhood best friends. One day, Will
Waylon kisses Will.
And all of a sudden a group of kids come and start teasing them. And all of a sudden Waylon pushes Will and starts being mean to him, starts bullying him. And his parents decide to take him out of school and move to another state. So Will and Way never see each other again since that incident happened. And years later, Will drops out of college because his boyfriend unalives himself, and because of that trauma, goes on his motorcycle, drives around, and ends up in his old childhood hometown. There he runs into Mason, another one of his childhood friends, and Mason gives Will a job at his mechanic shop. Who also works at the shop is none other than Waylon, the guy who broke his heart. Will and Way are forced to confront what happened in their past because they work at the same mechanic shop. And then we go with them on a roller coaster of figuring out their feelings. It's a push and pull in that dynamic. And oh my gosh, this book is so good. It's very character driven, and I loved it. See them go through so much in the first part of this duet, Where There's a Will. The roller coaster doesn't stop. To see them get their HEA is so worth all the pain and all the tears. This duet is going to be released on audio pretty soon, and you bet once the audiobook releases, I'm for sure going to reread their story because I love Will and Way so much. The Red Thread of Fate duology by Hunter Bailey. Now, I read this duology because of Angela on Instagram. She reads queer books, and she was talking about this duet. Now, I went into this duet blind. All I know is it was a brother best friend romance, and it had to do with reincarnation. That's all I knew about it. And book 1 in this duet broke my heart. I can't remember the title of book 1. I'll leave the cover over here. But the ending of book 1 broke me. Then I read my sweet angel, and it put my broken heart back together again. Although I was still heartbroken for book one, you can kind of guess what happened because I said it has to do with reincarnation. This duet is not going to be for everybody, but it was for me. The Artificial Suicide series by L.A. Cannon. This is the Rockstar Romance Duet. This is about two best friends. One hero who's part of the band pushes the other hero away for reasons, and he starts becoming his tormentor. And we go back and forth from past to present to where the hero is now. One of the heroes is now. He's like the drummer in the band. And in book two of the duet, the other hero comes and has to be part of the band because the band needs the piano person. So the two best friends are forced to be in each other's proximity because they're in the same band. And the one hero wants answers from the other hero. Why did he suddenly have a personality change? Why did he push him away? And why did he become his tormentor? And once the other hero finds out all the reasons why, he becomes very protective of the other hero. And there is a revenge scene, like for his honor, that the one hero did for the other hero, and I will never forget this scene. Always Been You by Ella Kitt. The first book in the duet is The Summer We Found Us, and we're following Elijah and Tobias. Elijah and Tobias are best friends since middle school. An incident happens that breaks them apart. Tobias becomes Elijah's tormentor, so he leaves town. But then Elias comes back for the summer with his dad, and he comes face to face with Tobias, and for 4 reasons they have to stay in each other's proximity. And it's their relationship, and it's so good. The Fire Between Us by Alex Cross. It is a forbidden romance between brother-in-laws because their siblings are getting married. One of the heroes is like 10 years older. It's an age gap romance, and the one hero plays tennis, and the tennis hero is, he says he's straight. The older hero wants the younger hero, so he tries to pursue the younger hero, tries to get him to switch sides, and they have their relationship in secret. At the end of the book, their relationship is found out. They have to be separated because of reasons. And then we jump into book two, where the tennis player and the businessman meet again, and they get their second chance romance. The last duet I'm gonna mention is The Loser's Duet by Harley LaRue. It's a why choose romance. FMMMM, where all the M's are together. Before you read this duet, you have to read the novella. And The novella is about Jessica, a popular girl in school. She goes to this Halloween party and she terrorizes Mason and all his friends, but in this Halloween party, they wear masks, and Jessica and Mason and his group of friends have this one night together, and that's what happened in the novella. But in Book Losers Part 1, Jessica comes back to town because she thought she would make something of herself, but it didn't work out. And then she gets right back to her old group of friends. Her old group of friends make Mason and his friends miserable again, like they tear down their mechanic repair shop, and Jessica apologizes because she feels like it's her fault, but Mason and his friends were like, if you want to make it up to us, make it up to us with your body. And this duet is spicy. I just love this duet. I also need to read the second part of this duet. Those are all my favorite romance duets. Please let me know if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video will help me out a lot. And I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.